Hey there, today, let's dive into something profound and often misunderstood: Christ consciousness. You might have heard the term floating around in spiritual circles or read about it in books. But what exactly is it? Is it just about Christianity, or does it go beyond that? Well, Christ consciousness isn't just a religious concept, it's a state of being, a higher level of awareness that transcends individual ego and aligns with the divine. At its core, Christ consciousness is about embodying the qualities of love, compassion, and unity with all of creation. It's about seeing the divine spark within yourself and others and living in a way that reflects that understanding. It's not limited to any one religion or belief system, but rather, it's a universal truth that can be embraced by anyone, regardless of their background. Now, where does this idea come from? Historically, Christ consciousness is closely associated with Jesus Christ and the teachings attributed to him. But here's the kicker: this concept isn't exclusive to Christianity. Many scholars and spiritual teachers believe that what Jesus embodied was a universal truth, a consciousness that goes beyond his individual identity. In different cultures and spiritual traditions, you'll find similar concepts. For example, in Hinduism, there's the idea of Krishna consciousness, which is about realizing one's connection to the divine. In Buddhism, it's akin to Buddha nature, the inherent potential for enlightenment that exists within all beings. So, Christ consciousness is part of a broader spiritual understanding that has appeared throughout human history. So, how does one attain Christ consciousness? It's not something that just happens overnight, it's a journey, a process of spiritual growth and self-realization. The first step is usually an awakening, where you begin to see the world differently, recognizing the interconnectedness of all life. This might happen through meditation, prayer, or even a profound life experience. Once you've had this awakening, the next phase is living in alignment with this new awareness. This means embodying the qualities that Christ consciousness represents: unconditional love, forgiveness, humility, and a deep sense of unity with others. It's about transcending the ego and the illusion of separateness, and instead, seeing yourself as part of a larger, divine whole. It's also important to note that this path isn't always easy. It requires a lot of inner work, facing your fears, healing old wounds, and constantly striving to be the best version of yourself. But the rewards are immense: a sense of inner peace, a deeper connection to the divine, and a life that is truly fulfilling. Alright, so what does living with Christ consciousness look like in your everyday life? It's not just about sitting on a mountaintop meditating, though that can be part of it. It's about bringing that higher awareness into everything you do, every interaction you have. For example, when you approach others with love and compassion, even in difficult situations, you're embodying Christ consciousness. When you forgive someone who has wronged you, or when you choose to act with kindness rather than judgment, you're aligning with that higher state of being. It's also about being mindful of the energy you bring into the world. Are you spreading love, peace, and understanding, or are you caught up in negativity and fear? Christ consciousness invites you to be a beacon of light, to elevate the vibrations of those around you, and to contribute to the collective good. Finally, let's look at the bigger picture. If more and more people embrace Christ consciousness, what kind of world could we create? Imagine a world where love, compassion, and unity are at the forefront of our interactions, where we see each other not as separate individuals, but as parts of a greater whole. This shift in consciousness could have profound effects on everything from how we govern ourselves, to how we care for the environment, to how we interact with other nations and cultures. It's about moving from a mindset of scarcity and competition to one of abundance and cooperation. In essence, Christ consciousness is a transformative force, not just on an individual level, but on a global scale. It's about awakening to the divine within and letting that awareness guide how we live, both as individuals and as a collective. And the best part, this consciousness is accessible to all of us, no matter where we come from or what we believe. It's an invitation to step into a higher state of being and help create a better world for everyone.